You know, I focused a lot on Leah Rashawn these last 3 videos, but we need to focus on, I'm going to focus this one on the alleged mistress, and on top of that, indirectly, Antoine Fuqua. This is, of course, Nicole Murphy, the ex-wife of Eddie Murphy, and the ex-fiance of Michael Strahan, former NFL football player. Now, from these next few pictures, you're obviously going to see a very, very attractive and beautiful woman who really should have no problems getting a man of her own. Yet we see her in situations like this, and apparently this isn't the first time that she has done this. What I'm gonna do right now is roll a little audio from TMZ, where they caught up with LisaRaye, light-skinned cutie, the world's hottest grandma, shall we say, who was the star of the Players Club, and of course that TV sitcom All of Us, and some other features as well. They caught up with her, and apparently this isn't the first time Nicole Murphy has done this. Take a listen to this.
How are you? How was lunch?
Great.
Great. Sorry to pop out on you, but I'm sure you heard the news today about Nicole Murphy with Antoine Fuqua.
Yep.
Now, I saw that you commented in the Shade Room. Your sister came out in defense of you as well, saying that Nicole did the same thing in the early 2000s in your former marriage. Is that true? Did that happen?
That's true. Absolutely true.
So what happened exactly?
Just what you said. She messed around with my husband. Here's the thing. We've all done something that we regret. We've all made mistakes, and we all have to learn from that. But when you start doing it and being messy enough to do it amongst family, how does a family kiss turn into a I'm sorry apology? Like, what do you mean? You didn't know that she was married? We all know that she was married. And that was 20 years. That's history. You don't do that amongst friends.
Right.
Because there's no loyalty.
Right.
There's no loyalty, and you got to look up, and your person that you invited to your house and you celebrating your birthdays and going to games with, you got to look up and they're in Italy with your husband.
Right. So.
But I don't know if she's a home wrecker or not. I can't answer that, but I know that what she's doing in people's homes is just wrecking it.
Right. What's your advice to Layla in dealing with this situation?
It's hard because I know that she's sad and messed up about this and embarrassed about this because she has someone that she used to see around right next to her to be able to go, what? Really? Why?
Right.
You know, the comment from me wasn't messy. It was sincere because I've stepped in. I've been in that situation before, but amongst friends,
right?
Come on now. And I told you when I told you, and you go do this, and some other couple of other ones we know about. Girl, please.
So you did confront her at the time back then?
I definitely confronted her. She know it.
Do you think that is she interested only in married men or something like that?
I don't know anything about that. You got to ask her what she's interested in. I know she's interested in getting back in the same position that she was in. Who wouldn't?
Right. What's your message to Nicole?
I got with Nicole.
Right. All right. Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate it. Thank you. Take care.
So apparently this is not the first time that Nicole Murphy has pulled this. It's just the first time that we actually have evidence right in front of our faces. And let me say, Mr. Fuqua, not that I condone cheating and you cheating on your ride or die chick that you done had kids with, but dude, your creep game needs work. I mean, good grief. If you'd have done this behind closed doors where it'd have been more illegal, say, for a photographer or paparazzi that photograph y'all, then I could see. But y'all was all out in the open, in the cold, as you've seen like these images of her, like walking around on the beach. This is a woman that easily could get her own man. But apparently she's only interested in men, preferably men of color, who are rich and apparently who are already taken. Now, I'm not a psychologist. I don't know if there's an insecurity issue going on here or something, but something's up. And let me say this, that apology or that explanation that she tried to give, like it was a friend kiss, and then when that didn't work, she flat out apologized for the misunderstanding. Nah, Nicole, you and Antoine Fuqua knew exactly what you were doing. And I got female acquaintances, and I got even a few female friends, but I don't give them no big kiss on no lip. Hell no. That wasn't, oh, hello, nice to see you. That was, we gonna get it on tonight. And as far as saying nothing's happening, sorry, Nicole. Give you respect for your looks and body, but I'm not buying that. And the sarcastic part of me, when you give that explanation, says, liar. You know you was face down, ass up, letting Antoine Fuqua get in them guts. And you know it. And he knows it too. First of all, and let's not let him off the hook, because not too much is being said about him. But Mr. Antoine Fuqua, shame on you. And apparently he has history too of doing this. And it's gotta run through Leila Rashawn's mind. How long has this been going on? This didn't just happen. I mean, if Nicole's been a family friend for over a year or so, how long has this been going on? And on top of that, when what LisaRaye said was the absolute, and I've had my, sometimes I've looked at her side eye with some of the things she said and done in the past. But on this one, no, she's 100% correct. It's one thing to do that to total strangers, which is still wrong. It's one thing to do that to total strangers. But when you start doing that to close friends and this is why I always say, if it's so intoxicating that you can't say no, the one thing you never do, it is the unwritten rule of infidelity. You never, and a lot of people make this mistake. First of all, you shouldn't do it anyway. Shouldn't do it at all. Let me make that clear. But you never mess with friends, and you never mess with family or close people. You never do that. But the nature of people is to often mess with who's closest to you. And that's always a big mistake. I mean, it's one thing to mess with a married man or a married woman that you only know them. You're not like close to the situation. You're not close to the family. That's one thing. But to do it, you know what was that phrase Vanessa Williams said in Soul Food? And I'll go ahead and say it. What was it? My family, my husband. That's what we got right here. This ain't no family, because family wouldn't do that. Like, I got two brothers by marriage, or stepbrothers, if you will. They're divorced from their wives, their longtime wives. And let me tell you, even if they came up to me with nothing but a trench, and they're pretty good looking women, but even if they came up to me with nothing but a trench coat and high heels on, no. Even though they're divorced from them, no. I mean, because their kids know me as Uncle Irvin. No. I mean, if you're really that close, there's lines you don't cross. You don't cross that line. You don't cross that line. I mean, it's one thing for Nicole, and again, I don't condone this, but it's one thing for her to mess with people's husbands, people that she's supposedly not close to. But when you start messing with people that you're close to and doing that, you really playing with fire. Because most women, I mean, Leila Rashawn, I don't get that vibe out of her doing that. But a lot of women would have been coming to see Nicole, if you get my drift. and maybe even did more than what LisaRaye did. LisaRaye, all she did was tell you off, whereas some chicks would have been in this situation. No, they'd have been coming to see you and maybe end you, if you get my drift. So, Nicole, you need help. I don't know if it's something psychological going on. I don't know if it's a self-esteem issue, because you know what they say, the pretty women are often the most broken. I don't know what's going on, but you need to get help for real. Because there's no excuse. There's really no excuse for anybody doing this. But there's definitely no excuse for a woman this fine to have to steal other people's men. Now I can understand other women's men going at her. I can definitely understand that, because I mean, like I said, she a walking thirst trap. I mean, just look at her. She a walking thirst trap. But guys, let me say this. You got to learn to control yourselves. And when you got something good at home, why are you going to risk losing that? Just saying. But anyway, that's all I got to say. Leave your comments down in the comment section. I'm out.